So I'm going to give you some options on how you paint this cow. We're going to spend a little bit of time drawing it. We aren't going to use the grid because I'm finding the grid isn't very helpful for different size papers and stuff like that. So I'm going to talk to you about how to structure this cow. This is one of my best friends lives in Scotland. We met when we both lived in Mongolia an eon ago, and she now has a small farm in Scotland, and it's one of my favorite places in the world. And this is Haribo the cow. So a year ago, I was in Scotland right before the quarantine happened, and it was very muddy and wet, as you can imagine. And this was from my photo shoot of Haribo the cow. What I like about it is the darks and the mediums and the lights are pretty cool. And the drawing's fairly simple. The perspective is challenging, but once I break it down for you, I think you're going to really like, I think it's going to, yeah. And so what I thought was you will pick your underpainting color, and then you will pick your top colors. So as long as the colors match the values, you can use whatever color you want.
What do you think? You are so generous.
Yes. Yes.
No, but that's a trick though. That is a trick because that means we have to think more. We have to figure out what complements.
That's true. Well, you can always follow what I'm doing. If you want to, you can, but I think you'll probably be inspired. I'm going to walk you through the drawing, so don't worry about that. Okay, so one of the first things I wanted you guys to see about Haribo the cow. Yep. Okay. So if we were to draw, oh, that's not really easy to see. Where's my red? Here it is. If we were to draw kind of a straight line, I might have to make another copy of this. Actually, before I mess this up, I'm going to send a picture of this over to you guys in black and white so that you have it before it gets all the drawings on it. Let me send this over. Hi, Lana. And here we go. So here's Haribo the cow. This is an interesting perspective because her head's kind of coming towards you and her body is away. So her body is quite small compared to her head.
She's a she.
That's Harry. Yes, Harry. Yes, not Harry. Haribo is her full name.
Okay.
She's she'll never be eaten. She is the darling of the farm. Yes, right. So if you'll notice, if I were to draw a straight line through the center of Haribo, here is the halfway point. And here, 1, 2, 3. Here are the, and if I were to find the halfways, yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
That's actually pretty helpful.
Yeah. So it is helpful, right? To kind of see, like, so if I'm going to draw a straight line down, up and down, which I will do on my canvas here, and which I would invite you guys to do. It's kind of like, if I want to find out where to put things, I'm going to find the halfway point of Haribo from top to bottom. So first I'm going to find the halfway point of I will actually, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually, interestingly, this is not exactly the halfway point of Haribo. 1, 2, here's the halfway point. Let me get this in the right places before I show you. Okay. If I'm just doing Haribo from top to bottom, here's the top. 1, it's down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, there we go. Okay. There, 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 and there. And it's interesting. You can see some pretty clear divisions. So if I were to find the halfway point on this line, which I'm about to do, you can use a ruler if you want to, or you can just use your finger right here or your pencil to kind of measure. Once we start painting, by the way, I'll show you, I'm actually going to show you my desk as well. We did this. We know that that is here. right? Kind of almost where the nose, just a little bit below where the nose ends, and the nose and the mouth, which are coming towards us. And that if I find this halfway point, yep, 1, 2, yep. That the nose is kind of contained in here and her legs are totally in this little small space.
Oh.
I know.
As well, though, isn't it?
What's that?
The bottom lip is as well.
Yeah.
It's part of the, it's weird.
Oh,
but
yep, that's right. Absolutely. Good eye, Rollo. So let me sketch that in so that we can see that. Right. The bottom lip comes right below. So I'll take a picture of this and send this out. But if we're just marking, right, 1, 2, and then I go up 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. I kind of, and if you'll notice, the third area comes right where this big white shape comes, right? So when I start to sketch out Harry, I kind of have it. If you want to, you can even kind of draw in a little bit of the lower lip here. I kind of have an idea of where all the basic parts are. So that helps, right? Just to start. Let me see, what are going to be the best first lines? I think an envelope is going to help.
Well, here's more colors coming. Oh, that's so cute, Rollo.
They come straight at you and they're just like, hello.
My God.
And by the way, if you
That's
guys
a lot of cow.
have animals,
I love the second cow there with the tongue sticking out.
Oh, I love them. Oh my God, I think we should totally paint them. Although we may want to do different things. What I wanted to encourage you guys to do is to, so there it is. There's our little sketch. And one of the things I also wanted to show you is that we can also draw lines out from like here to here, right? I can draw a line from here to here from the edge, and I can measure how long is this. I know this seems kind of tedious, this measuring. Oh, look at that. The length from here to here is about the same as the halfway point of the cow. So I can come here, measure this halfway point, and then come up here and mark out where my cow ends on that edge. It's a little bit shorter on this side. I bet it's probably 1/4. Let's see. Yep. This side is half the length that this side is. So I can come over here on this side. Like I said, this feels tedious, but I'm telling you, if you get it right, it solves a lot of problems later on. So go ahead and make these 4 marks, right? Draw a line down through the sort of middle of your canvas from top to bottom. And then you can give yourself a little space if you want to, but, kind of locate Harry here. And then, and by the way, what is this kind of like? Does this remind you of anything?
Figure drawing.
Yeah, figure drawing. Exactly. Yeah, and faces, Paul. You're absolutely both figure drawing and faces. That's exactly right. So we're kind of using this line to define the length of this line.
So is the left half of his face twice the size of the right half?
Yep, exactly twice. You can see 1, 2, yep. So once I get this line in, then it's easier for me to sketch. Here, I'm just trying to make sure you all can see. Oh, darn it. Here, hold on. Let me get this. If I click the wrong button on this, oh, yes. Okay, there we go. Put that here. Okay. So here, I'm going to scoot her over just a little bit so that you can see this whole thing. So you see, we're drawing this envelope. There we go. Yeah. So I know that this line kind of comes down to about here, and then it goes, there's like a small angle. So this is kind of straight to here, and then there's an angle out like that. And then the next line just kind of comes down to about here, a little bit to the right of the left of the center. So you're going to be really surprised at how tiny Harry's legs are compared to everything else. And this is what's kind of fun about perspective, right? What's fun about perspective is it's like, it just depends on what's coming towards you. This, by the way, is a very popular way to paint cows if you want to make money painting cows. Like, people seem to like this angle of the cow. She came running over to me and basically was getting ready to lick me across the face. So big cow tongue. I wonder if Harry knows it. And then on this side, it's just a straight line out and then down to here. And then it goes straight down to this quarter point before turning in. So all of Harry is in this shape. It's funny. I was totally ready to put you all, and here, let me put this. I was totally ready to put you guys in, give you a grid and just let you do it that way. I'm like, it's way easier for me. like I would, and then I realized, ah, oh, damn it, we just can't get the shapes right. So I'm going to have to teach you how to draw it. And then, of course, we have this kind of little envelope shapes that we can start. What's happening there? Okay, I think that's not her. Right? So we're going to start with the envelope shapes, the outside shapes of Harry. I'm sketching these in, and then we'll deal with them one at a time. Right? And just find yourself, don't be surprised if you're like, oh my God, this is just so, here, I'm going to take a picture of this. It's just so, it feels weird because things are much bigger or smaller than you think they should be. I'm going to pen one more time. Yeah.
I'm ready to let this screw me up.
What's that?
I'm ready to let this screw me up.
Diana, if you want to just eyeball it, you can. I know your eye is pretty good here. Let's start on this side because I think this is a pretty easy shape. If you can see here. No, yeah, now you can see a lot better. It's kind of up, down like this, and then out here to the corner for the horn. And then it's kind of another shape that goes down and ends about here. So why do I have this shape out here? Because this is where the cow sticks out the most. Nothing comes further than this. So the horn kind of sticks out a little bit farther. It's kind of helpful, right?
It is. It is.
Yeah. And then it's kind of, there's a kind of a little rounded, a little sort of curved line here. And then it goes straight to, it kind of lines up with this line before we have a curve out here. You may have to adjust this a little bit, but this should be, maybe it curves out a little bit more. Right, and because we know this is her mouth, sans the lip, we're not going all the way across. We know that this kind of stops about here. Stop me if, and I will do this, and then I'm going to stop, and I promise I'll take a look at what you've got. And then I often find when I'm drawing legs that drawing the shape here, the negative shape is easier for me. So I'm actually looking, and if I wanted to be really like anal about it, I could even break it up into two shapes. so I could do this. See how this is happening? This kind of triangle thing here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, although, wait, one, I think this needs to come in a little more. I'm looking at this here, one. So this actually comes in a little bit. This angle comes in a little bit more. I'm bringing this line in just a little bit. There we go. And then it's kind of like this. So that first leg is sort of in this little area. I might have to adjust it a little bit, but not so much. And is that it? Yeah, that's it. And then on this side, I'm just trying to decide if it's easier. Let's start up here. So once again, we're going to go back up here. This comes out a little ways. And then there's this. Notice a lot of these are triangles. He kind of pokes up a little bit more. And then there's this interesting shape right here that comes, I don't know if you can see it, but it like comes almost down to this line. So that straight line here comes down. It gets very thin here and then curves out. So this ear is like just significantly bigger. Right? We can't actually, I guess we can't even really see the other ear. We can't even see her other ear. I think there might be a little flap of it right here, but I don't think it's important.
It's under the horn.
Yeah, kind of shows her turning her head. And then we've got there's her little belly coming to about here. Okay, that doesn't look right. Yeah, coming out more. So maybe this is about half and half. So this side should be equal to this side. So notice how I pulled that in too much. So maybe at this point, you'll want to come out here before you try to draw the belly. Because you might not come out high enough. And then it kind of goes in. Whoops. Hold up you. Like this. And then we have this shape in between. We have shapes. We have other shapes. So yeah, the legs are just so teeny.
Tiny.
Teeny tiny. So you can kind of do this in two pieces, right? There's that shape here, which is this shape here. Here, let me take a picture of this so you can see it up close.
It's crazy.
I know. Teeny. Little cowie. And then this negative space shape kind of goes like this, right? It's fairly skinny. So it's kind of like that. Yep, that's the legs. They're really funny looking. I think this comes down. And then, of course, the inside lines are the next ones, right? The light and dark shapes. Oh, Harry, you're just so pretty. Harry's a pretty girl. And she knows it. I swear these cows walk like supermodels. They just strut their stuff. Right, so now you're drawing the inside shapes, the major inside light and darks. We don't have to get into too much detail. Here are eyes, here are the eyes. Look at the eye, pay attention to the eye shape and notice the parts of the nose where things get lighter and darker. I don't just mean the nose, the snout, I mean the nose coming all the way out, right? Because this is part of her nose too. Let me take a picture of this. So I know I'm not meaning to rush. I want to get through my drawing so that you guys have a little bit more time so I can check your drawings. So now I'm going to come in here. And I can also use my lines, right? My halfway point. I can see that this white area is really on this side of the line. It doesn't come at exactly the halfway point. I can see I need to skinny up my horn a little bit. You can see that there are parts of the horn that are light and parts of the horn that are dark. Interesting, it's a little tricky. I knew this would happen. There is a line here that divides her face from her belly, which is behind. It kind of goes here in and then curves down. And then this part is her belly. So here's her face and there's her belly. I know that this little white point comes up above the halfway point here, right? So I know I need to get her nose all the way out to here. And I'm paying more attention, not exactly to the top and bottom of the nose, but more like the lights and darks of the nose because they're pretty extreme. If I pay attention to these shapes first, I know, baby. And then I think the last thing I'll do, I'm going to bring this out just a little bit. I think the last thing I'll do is bring in these. I can see pretty distinct light, medium, and dark shifts here. Yeah, so the ear, all we can see of the ear is there. And then you can add in. She has a kind of dark shape here and here. And then there's that eyeball kind of going out to the side.
I don't think I have ever painted a cow.
Oh yeah, they're really fun. The structure of them is really neat. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of this and then go ahead and just, you guys take your time to draw this. Let's see, hold on.
I'm not.
Let's see.
Not happy with it.
That's because 1, 2. Paul, turn your drawing upside down and look at this drawing here. Turn your drawing upside down and check some of your shapes.
Okay.
It's better than, you're getting better. I feel like actually your eye is getting better. So yeah, turn it upside down. All of you can. and check some of your shapes.
It's so cute though.
Mm-hmm. So this is really a kind of a rectangle, a square, not a square, sorry, a fucking triangle. It angles in more, right? So getting this shape right is kind of important to get the lean of Harry. Yes, forget about everything. Let's draw a cow.
Love it.
See, I knew that. We all needed that. I didn't know what I knew, but
Yeah, this is good for the soul.
so I think we're going to do a cow. I'll take suggestions for other animals we could paint. If you guys want to send me photos. But the real challenge is I want you to, I want them to have good contrast. So they're so we can see lights and darks fairly easily.
I love doing the goat.
We'll do a goat for sure. I got some great goat photos. If you've got a goat photo, Diana, send it over. Yeah, goats are weird because of those crazy eyes.
Yeah, the triangles. They like triangles.
Yeah, they're actually like rectangle. Yeah, the instead of being round, they're completely geometric. It's so
Yeah.
weird. They look very ancient to me. I feel like they make a goat look like totally like one of the first things that was around, like.
I ask what the thing is at the very top of her head. Is that some sort of building?
This thing?
A very, hold on, let me get my
At
right.
the very
The black
top.
thing on the top, I think it's like the
It's
top of her neck or something almost.
No.
Let me take a look.
I think it looks like a bit in my color photo. It looks like maybe a stone can or something.
Oh, I think it's the fence. It's the fence that, yeah, a cairn. Yeah, exactly. It's that stone fence.
It's the stone wall.
It's the stone wall. It's just a little bit of the stone wall,
Oh.
which starts here and kind of peeps up there.
Oh.
Yep. It was real. We had a very funny day with these cows. When Sheila and I so she lives like an hour and a half from Glasgow. So she and I drove in from Glasgow to her farm, and we got in, and it was really late. And she had just planted. She has a farm that's divided by the stone wall, two pieces, and they're both, there's a division. And she had the cows in one division. She had just planted all these trees for an orchard she wants to grow, and the cows got into the wrong side. So they were stomping around and eating the trees, these baby trees, and it was pitch dark.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we didn't have cows, but we had calves.
Right. Oh, calves. And then did you sell them?
No, slaughter them.
Oh dear. Yes.
And
Yeah.
my job was to stand there with the lighting in the dark when they shot them.
Oh God. Hey, Rollo, I feel like I'm just doing the measuring here. 1, 2, 1, 2, nope, 3. Your white spot up here is coming down too far. Can you see? If you put it, yep, bring that up to here.
I think mine is too.
Let's see. Yep. So it's an easy fix.
Okay, hold on, white.
Right,
Which one? What?
This white spot. So here, I'm going to put it right side up so I can show you. It's this one. You have it down here. And it's
Just
really
hold on.
up here.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I'm trying to get back on the bloody thing. Sorry, say it again.
So this here, you have this down here. And really the white spot ends right above above her eyes. So just bring it up a little bit. Let's bring it up a little bit. Otherwise, this dark area has got to be, we have to have it a little bit more, but otherwise it looks pretty good.
We have to have what, a little bit more.
There just needs to be a little bit more dark in between the two white spots from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of fun, isn't it?
Oh, it's really fun.
It's like, right? It's pretty fun. So.
Well, I grew up with cows.
Cows are pretty freaking great.
Did you grow up in the countryside too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
My mum always told me off for making friends with them.
Because did you guys eat them too?
No, they were milking cows, so they weren't
Good.
but I used to make friends with them, and my mum, but especially like the bulls, they would only keep like the bull calves for a short period of time before farming them out. I think some of the bulls got.
Yes, that's what happens.
Yeah, those were the ones we bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad bought.
They were quite often the most. The bull calves were quite often the most friendly and the most sweet,
affectionate.
Yeah, and you'd be able to call up to you.
It is brutal.
Yeah, well,
It's brutal.
When you're a kid, you don't know anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I mean, now I would be terrified if I had the upbringing I had.
That's a good thing you were young when you had your upbringing, Diana. You probably could not handle it. What happened later?
Yeah.
Whoosh. So maybe we'll do like a cat, a cow, maybe a bird. I was thinking a turtle would be fun.
Oh, turtles are nice.
Yeah, I just got to find good photos.
Penguin.
Penguins are great. Send me good photos. Send me photos. Oh, Paul Better.
So I have.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So Paul, here's the problem. He's too tall here.
It's a she.
She, sorry. She,
The nose,
right.
you're saying?
Yeah, the nose is too tall. You have it up here. So what you've done is draw your nose up here. See that?
Yeah.
So that's why it feels so high. So bring him down a little bit. Let's see.
I feel the snout is too long, I think.
Yes, that's what I mean. The nose is too
Okay.
long, right?
No,
So-
no. The point between the eyes, from the eyes to the mouth, that's too long for me, I think.
Oh, let's see.
like-
I didn't think so. Hang on, Lisa. I'm going to take a look at that.
Okay.
No. Let's see. 1.
There's a lot of room
yes,
between
it
the
is.
eyes.
It is.
Yeah.
Bring that up. Yep. Bring, and then you
Okay.
can make the legs smaller.
Okay.
So this looks pretty good. So the only thing I'd say, my dear, is you've got this happening. Can I show you? I'll show you here
Yeah.
with the orange. You've got this happening. This is what you have happening. So bring it out
Oh,
up a
okay.
little bit.
Yep. What about my left ear? It just doesn't look right.
It's too round.
Yeah.
You've done this. See? It's really, you've done this. It's really squared off like this.
Okay.
Yep. And so break it up into angles.
Okay.
Yep. Good. But very good, Lisa.
Thank you.
Good. All right. So if you are done with your drawing, Raul, I think you are, and you want to go on to the next step, I would say pick one color, any color, and use it to start painting your darks. So it can be, I'm like, let's see, what color am I going to pick just for the, let me pick something different just to be experimental.
Are we allowed to go off black and white and do blue and yellow or something?
Yeah, that's the point. Like, so
Yeah,
as long
like a
as,
Warhol cow.
well, what I'd like you to start with is one base color. And then the next layer, the next layer will be whatever colors you want. So let's see, I'm going to do, just to make it quick, I'm going to do green.
I'm doing yellow ochre.
Oh, great. That's a really cool, I thought about that, Diana. So that's a cool color. So hang on, I'm going to I'm going to add my spotlight so you guys can see my setup as well. Whoops, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Here, come this way. Yes, there we go. So I am gonna throw on, so Raul, for the first layer, I want you to stick with just one color. So I'm doing Viridian green, because there it is. And to make my cow darker in some places and lighter in others, I'm going to use more water or less water. So I'm going to start with the darker areas. That means I'm pulling my brush out of the water. I'm sort of tapping it here so that it's a little bit drier. And then I'm going to really load my brush, my big brush, with paint so that I can paint in the darkest parts of the cow, kind of dark. Right? I know that there are some mediums and lights in this dark section, but that's okay for now. So I'm just
I got really confused of colors because Liquitex has Viridian, just straight Viridian.
Yeah.
And the other ones are Viridian hue. And I really like the Viridian better than the Viridian hue.
Well, yeah, because it's more of the real, a hue means that they've watered it down with something.
Oh, okay.
So this is what you're, well, you know, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's actually more expensive. The one that they gave me was more expensive, but
isn't that weird? So you see
I had a total brain fart because I ordered. I was like, why don't they have it? And I was like, oh, it's the liquid. It was a Liquitex. It just looked like golden.
It looked like golden, yes.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, why don't they have it? And then I looked at it. I was like, oh,
that's why.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a little bit here. So here's all the dark parts. So see, that's done with this dark. And then I'm going to just get more water on my brush like this, kind of take off most of the paint, and I'm going to put in the light parts. So I do want you to start with one base layer. Yep.
Background.
You can do the background like that too. See how I'm just doing this watery layer? So your first layer is going to be just one color. And then after that, you'll pick like blue and yellow or something, like whatever it is you want for you'll get to pick any color that you want for the top layers. So if you're going to do blue and yellow on the top, you might want to try orange or red on your base, because that blue and yellow will look really good on top. So I don't know if you guys, how well you can see this. So this is your first step. Really, really, really hate the lighting in here right now. There we go. And I'll take a picture of this so you can see it. So that's your first level. So for those of you who are ready, start with the base. I mean, the other base you could do is a black and white base. We did that in one of the classes, one of the cup painting classes last week, if you want to look it up. I don't think it wasn't yours. There we go. So that's going to be your first. It's pretty rough.
Oh, it's cute.
But it's amazing how much just getting the lights and darks in does for it.
And also amazing how much wrong you can get it. That's okay.
What's that?
It's also amazing how much wrong you can get it.
Yeah. Well, it's a tricky perspective, right?
Yes,
It's like
but
a
it's
tricky,
fun.
it is fun perspective, but that's why, that's why that happens. So,
Sorry.
yeah. 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 So, but I think what's nice about this, because it's mostly head, that's really what we're dealing with, just a little bit of body, makes it a bit easier.
Love it.
Gesundheit.
Prosit.
Gesundheit.
Excuse me.
Prosit.
Was that Swedish?
Yeah.
What did you say?
How does-
Prosit.
Oh, I gotta remember that. Clues it, you said?
Prosit.
Clues
Prosit.
it. You know what I noticed? I was listening to Turkish, and it sounds a lot like Swedish and Norse. They have like Huth. They have a lot of Huth in their words.
Aren't
It's
they in the
weird.
same family of languages? I thought they
No,
were.
they're not really.
They're just
but
northern people. They're more northern than most people.
They're not, but the Vikings were a lot in Turkey. So like,
Right.
yeah, so they
Oh,
a lot of like the typical Swedish meatballs are really from Turkey, and
interesting.
a
No
lot
way.
of the main food that's
Kofta.
yeah, kafta, and
Kofta, yeah.
by that's Sweden took a lot of food from Turkey and it goes back to the Viking period.
Well, that's cool.
I mean, I studied ancient Greek, and I noticed a big similarity between ancient Greek and German.
Yeah.
Right.
And I have no idea why that happens. But
Well,
But they
Listen to you Renaissance people. I studied ancient Greek. I've studied none of those things you've just talked about.
well, back in the old days, Latin was like what you had to study, but Swedish is a Germanic language, so Swedish and German are pretty close, unfortunately.
so do you put verbs to the end if you're doing a statement, an indirect statement?
Do we? No, we don't.
Because that's what's really interesting, because ancient Greek does that, and I thought it was unique in that way, that it puts the words out of order. But then I started learning German, and I was like, oh my God, they do it as well.
No, I don't think we do, but we do
It's not
a lot of other strange things.
my favorite Swedish word, which I just adore. I was in a pub once with some Swedish friends.
Yeah.
And one of them they were talking Swedish. And I was just like, what is that word you just said? And they went, penguin.
What?
Penguin. Penguin.
Oh.
Oh,
What about
penguin.
penguin?
Penguin.
I just think it sounds so cute when a Swedish person says it. It's just so adorable. Say it again.
Yeah. We have,
Sam le big boy beizao.
huh? Was that
I was-
Swedish?
No, that's Chinese.
No, you just.
I just thought I would throw like completely foreign into the table.
I know a little Chinese. Whoa, Huidiang.
That was
Wow.
Cantonese though. That was-
Yeah. How did you know? You know. Good for you. Do you know any Armenian?
Oh yeah, I speak total.
You
Armenian.
speak Armenian. So
Yeah,
your
yeah.
parents spoke to you in Armenian when you were growing
When I
up.
was a baby, yeah, they spoke
Yeah.
to me in Armenian.
Lucky you. It's a cool story. That's a cool language. And I'm trying to see if I can remember any of it right now. Of course, it's all escaping me, except what do I remember? Schnorgaluchun.
Oh,
It
thank
sounds
you.
like sneezing, but it is actually, thank you. Actually, it's one of my favorite words, Schnorgaluchun. It's a pretty word.
Pretty good. Yeah, good pronunciation. I like that.
I lived there for 2 years. So when I was there, I did speak a little bit because I had to.
Yeah, it kind of force you into it, I guess.
Yeah. And also, Armenian people.
I thought I knew. When I went to Mexico, I was like, I'm pretty good at Spanish. Like the not real Spanish, but like the local Spanish. And I was completely lost. I was like, whoa, that's just. I need to brush up on it because. But how do you brush up on it if you don't? You have to like talk to locals.
You just have to talk to local. Yeah, you just have to be brave and do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to kind of push yourself outside your comfort zone.
I watched a documentary last night. Now, normally I can, because I studied Latin so much, I can normally understand Italian.
Right.
Oh, wow. I envy you.
And Romanian, right? Because Romanian is very Latin based too, isn't it?
But I watched a documentary last night, Truffle Hunters, and I mean, like, honestly, their accents in that movie
We're like absurd, right?
Italian I've never heard before. It was, I could get a couple of words and then I'd hear them, but they were saying everything. They were talking Italian, but they were saying it in a really weird, strong accent that was just sort of like where vowels are pronounced completely differently.
Rollo, you should just go to Sicily. That way you can get the language.
I love Sicily.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in Sicily, but I don't speak any Italian.
I'd love to go there right now. My post-pandemic travel wish list is growing by the minute.
Yeah.
I just want to get back and visit Harry. I want to see how she's doing.
Is she still around?
Yeah. Oh, Harry she'll never go anywhere. She is like the beloved pet of,
but they don't live forever.
But they can live quite a long time, can't they? Like, what's a cow lifespan?
I don't know.
Here, hold on. I'm looking that up. Well, you guys go ahead and send stuff across if you want me to look at it, you guys. And for those of you who are ready to paint, once you've got this first, layer, then you just get to pick lights and darks and put them on top. So I guess if I've used greens, if I want to be kind of exciting, I ought to try like reds. I ought to try like reds and yellows with maybe a little turquoise. Let's see. Okay, so I'm asking cow lifespan. So, and if anybody ever listens to these,
you won't just learn painting, you will learn
the
lifespans.
18 to 22 years. So I think Harry's got more time. I don't think she's more than like 10 or 12. Interesting.
She's very young in this photo because you can tell by the pink on the nose.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
So
can you look at my drawing, Leah?
Yes, sorry.
It's all right.
I'm busy, Lisa.
You were doing important work.
Looking up like a cow lifespan.
We need to know that Harry is okay for a while.
Yeah, we do. Okay, so I feel like we're close here, Lisa. Something looks too wide. I think the nose is too wide. So let me check it.
I think I have the same problem, actually.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see. Oh, yeah. So, here's the problem. Okay, so this is, although, let me check something. So, I know, I'm looking at measurements that I haven't shown you. So I'm going to look at, like, if I take this and I go here. So you see how I'm kind of checking. I want to see. Hold on. Lisa, can you send me the whole thing?
Yes.
I can't see the edge, but I think your ear is, I think that you're here. Yes. Yes, something is. So this line, okay, so you missed a line here. That's part of the problem.
Oh, no.
You have this line, but you don't have this line coming straight down. See that? So that's part of it. So you don't have the side of her face. Here, I'll take a picture and show you up close what you're missing. That's part of it. So you see where I'm pointing? I'm gonna, wait, sorry, here, pointing here. You're missing that line where I'm pointing,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yep, yep, yep,
So that's a key line.
yep.
Doing horribly wrong.
And
He's so cute.
one, he really is. Yeah, so this needs to come. If you'll notice, Lisa, it's half and half on either side here,
Oh, shoot.
right? So that's where it went wrong. So here's what you
It's
need
totally
to do,
gone wrong.
right?
Which side is too big?
This side. So what you have to, or what you have to do
small.
is center it. You have to center it more. So this side is here, right?
Mhm,
Like this. It has to be the same on the other side of the line. Got
mhm,
it?
mhm.
So let's see here. Yeah, Paul, coming along.
But
So
it's not that
you
it's not that the right side is too big.
right. I actually
that-
just think it's in the wrong place. So you're so 1, 2. So oh yeah. So you have here. I'm just looking here. I'm just looking to see how to fix it.
Going out for a quick smoke break.
Yep, do it. Yeah, this just it's too wide on this side.
Right, that's
So
what
bring
I
it
thought.
in. So yeah, so just carve it in a little bit. Everything, right?
Okay.
So bring in everything just a touch on this side. Oh yeah, you brought it. Now I see it. You brought it to, if you can see here, I'm going to point again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like brought it a little bit too far. But
Okay.
it's not, it won't be that much of a correction.
Okay.
This is good, Lisa. You did good.
Thank you.
Okay, Rollo. Oh, he's pink.
that's cute.
I love him. I love her. She's great.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's lovely.
yes. So Diana also, yes, you went a little wide and I'm just
Yeah, I
looking
did.
here. So
Yeah, I did.
you'll just carve her. So carve her out. Where's her little feet?
I haven't done the feet.
Okay. You're not putting the legs in?
I probably will once I got the face in place.
Okay, because there's a little, you don't have quite enough room for the legs. Although if you just want to do the little bit of the legs, like from here to here,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can do that much. Whoops, here, sorry. You
I
can't
have
see
such, I can only get the picture on my cell phone, so it's annoying.
No, that's really annoying. You can't look at it here?
Yeah, I can look at it there, I guess, but I don't, I get.
You don't have WhatsApp on your computer?
I don't have WhatsApp. I can't download WhatsApp on my iPad. For
Your
some reason.
eyes,
You
are
can. You should be able to.
It refuses. It says can't download.
That's odd.
Yeah.
So Diana,
I have a
also
Mac.
the eyes are a little bit too narrow.
What
They're
do you
too
mean?
wide. They're too wide. You want to bring them in a little bit further.
Oh, okay.
Closer together.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm actually using, and then also this white part is a little bit too wide.
Yeah, it is.
But all like simple, this is fun. This is totally fun. All right, so once you picked your colors, now you can pick your top colors. Here, I'll put this here so you can see it. And you can start painting And you want to start with the big brush.
Yep.
Let's see, what colors am I gonna use? I'm just trying to put this out here. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna try, maybe I'll put this up and down. Or I'm gonna fold that over so it's not even an issue.
Yeah, I think she's too wide, my
Yeah, a
girl.
little bit too wide, but you
Yeah.
can narrow, you can trim that out really easily.
I will.
Okay, so it'd be good to have white, but you'll want to, if you want to use the white, you'll use it to lighten. Let's see. I thought I brought another cadmium red, but I did not, did I? Wait. Oh yeah. I don't normally work in acrylic, so I have less supplies. I'm like running out of stuff all the time.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as you have the base colors, you're good.
I kind of do. I'm kind of running out of everything. I have to keep going back to the art store. And they're like, I thought you worked in oil. And I'm like, I usually do. Usually I do. I wonder if I could. Yes, so reds, yellows.
What color are you using, Leah?
I'm just making that decision right now. I'm thinking I might do kind of reds. I've got alizarin crimson and cadmium red and yellows. So maybe reds for my darks and yellows for my light. We'll see how that looks. If I don't like it, I'll switch up one of the colors, but that's what I'm thinking right now. What colors are you going to use?
Well, with the whatever matches with the green background, so it has to be, I guess.
Maybe some reds.
Yeah, I should have thought about that.
I'm doing a blue cow.
A blue cow, I like it. So right now I have alizarin crimson.
Now, the background, if the background is green, I can't put green on top of green, can I?
It won't look that nice. I mean, you can. Why don't you
What
try
color?
it? You would want to
Okay.
put red in on your background.
I should have put red, yeah.
Why don't you glaze it, Paul, with a green?
Sure.
With a red, and then you could put green on top.
Okay. I'll
Glaze it. So take a you know what I mean by glazing?
Yes.
Yes. So glaze it and then see. Notice I'm doing a lot of loading of the brush at this point. I'm not getting into too much detail. When you start getting into the detail, you'll see that it's a little bit darker here in this part of the cow on the face, and it's a little bit lighter up here. You'll also notice as you get into the nose that there's some interesting variations happening in the nose as well. So the nose isn't just dark and light completely. There's some sort of medium patches in the nose. Like up here, it's lighter. Here, it's darker.
I think Harry is super cute.
She's a good girl. She's lucky.
Prosit. Prosit.
Who's it?
How do you say thank you?
in Swedish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tack.
Hotch.
Tack.
Tack. Tack. I feel like I've heard that.
Tack.
That feels like a familiar word to me. I don't know why. Tack.
Or tusen tack, which is a thousand thank yous.
Tusen tack.
Tack.
So I've got some darks on. I've been using my big brush. I think I'm going to keep using my big brush to get my lights. I'm mixing a little bit of white with my yellow to make it kind of more. Oh, yeah. And when I'm laying down, I wanted to show you, you know, here, I'm going to take this off so you can really see up close what I'm doing in the spotlight. So so you'll notice I have a lot of thick paint on here. As I'm coming towards the edge where the light meets the dark, I'm doing a kind of a sort of soft edge there to show the fur. So I'm not going to try and like paint every fur, you know, all the hair on the cow, but I am kind of paying attention to where a light edge meets a dark edge. And I'm making a slightly and I'm doing some marks that are kind of going in the direction of clumps of hair. Like this. So you don't have to draw every hair, but you do want to get in kind of the direction that the hair is going.
And what colors are you using?
This is yellow and white, and then there's a little bit of red on it. So that's getting in there too. I only meant kind of peachy color. It's coming out a peachy color. If I don't like it, I'll change it. But right now I'm kind of liking it. But notice that the real key here is just that I'm really pushing the light dark divide. I'm trying to get really strong in my lights and my darks.
And you are.
Yeah, right? So that's the kind of key. This is making you forget about the stupid LA Times.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm getting like a sriracha color.
Yeah, if you like it.
I like it, yeah.
So here.
What is sriracha? What color is that?
A peppery color, I think.
Oh, well, this is like the sriracha cream sauce that they have, which is like more of it's like a red, it's more reddish, pinkish reddish.
When I get into the eyes, by the way, I'm using a skinnier brush. So I don't know if you've noticed this, but I've moved over to a kind of skinnier brush to get in these lights. That is an easier thing to do. And then there's another dark, super dark. So I'm actually mixing red and green to make my dark, since those are my two complementary colors that I happen to have here on my palette. So there is that. And as I lay this in, I'm realizing that I need to get a little bit lighter in the fur around, even though it's dark, it needs to be a little bit lighter in the fur around the eyes.
Yeah.
Because the darkest area is really like, this really dark area is this dark kind of line around the eyes. So now I come back in with lighter color, kind of medium, to come in here. So here's where we're just starting to pay attention to edges, right? Why is it just not showing up as much? It's so annoying. So I'm bringing in a little bit of a lighter red into this color area because I can see it's sort of everywhere on the top here. How's it going? Does anybody need me to look at anything?
No, preferably not.
Not? Okay, got it. Hey, Roger that. I got stuff to do. I've got things I could do. I'm kind of liking the way this cow is starting to look.
Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah, so now I'm going to take some of this red as a medium in here too, right? To get into this, which is kind of over the top of this darker area. So it's definitely darker than the white area, but it's not as dark. And then there's a little bit of white that comes in here. Here. So I'm kind of slowly making my way down into more detail.
Good for you.
Right? Well, yes. So I'm not trying to show off. I'm just teaching. I'm trying to explain my process. So I'm like going from the bigger to the smaller. You see how like I'm looking at these shapes, and once I get in the base, then I'm able to get a little bit, you know, some more variation here. So this is kind of the way you do that. You start with the bigger darks and light shapes, and then you come in. Okay, Lisa, Diana needs a vacation. She needs a vacation.
Yeah.
Give her a paid vacation. The woman needs a vacation.
She definitely does.
She's had to put up with too much shit this week.
It's okay. That's okay.
I know, you're a trooper. We know you're a trooper. You're not going to complain. I know you're not going to complain.
I didn't say that.
But you'll complain while laughing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to see the humorous in the situation.
In all of it. Yes.
Otherwise you go crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's kind of fun, right? To sort of. And if you feel like an area, you've kind of got muddy with an area, you can really just wait until it dries and then go back in again. Kind of go over it. So I let my medium kind of drift over a little bit too much here. So pretty quickly, we've got like Crazy Cow coming out. And then, yeah, this is a good question. Well, I'm just going to do my old standby. Turquoise.
So your reds, you've got a purple and you've got, how did you get your red?
I used cadmium red, and then I used alizarin crimson. So I started with alizarin crimson, which is kind of darker, and then I mixed in a little bit of cadmium red to lighten in places. Okay, and then I also see, hold on, before I do that, I also see.
And you got purple there too, I guess.
Well, it's just, it's not really purple. It's blue and alizarin, sorry, it's green and alizarin crimson. So it's kind of more of a, yeah, it's kind of more of a, I also noticed that I totally drifted off here. So I had the body in the wrong place. I needed to bring this down more. That looks much better. So just notice how easy it is to correct.
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of easy to drift off, so be aware of that as you're doing that. So yeah, that purple is not really purple, Paul. It's green and red.
Okay. I'm excited. I just got a putty knife.
Yay! Are you finding it helpful?
Okay. Oh yeah.
It's helping, right?
Well, they put 3 of them in the package I bought a package of paints and I got a 1-inch brush. That was the whole point. But I noticed there's three putty knives in there.
That's awesome. Palette
So
knives.
I'm gonna take palette knives.
Knife. Yeah, palette
So
knife.
I got to take it. It's got to go back now because I bought one for $2. So that one has to go back.
Is anybody enjoying their little cow guy?
Not yet.
You're not enjoying him?
I enjoy looking at her,
Right.
but not on.
You're
I
not
don't
happy with
enjoy
yours
looking
yet.
at mine.
Yes. Okay. I heard somebody take a picture of something.
That is me. I'm still drawing.
Okay, that's okay. Lisa, if all we get out of this is a good drawing, I'm totally happy.
Cool, because that's kind of what I was thinking. Where
Maybe
I
you
might end
can-
up.
Maybe you can jump in on another class.
Yeah, and paint him.
Okay, so if I go from
So what are you
here-
doing Friday? Are you doing a cow then too?
Yes, it'll be some other kind of, or it might be a chicken. I haven't decided yet. Some farm animal. This still looks too wide, Lisa.
Oh my God, I'm trying.
So just bring it in. So just bring it in a little bit more here on this side.
Okay.
Bring it in a little bit on
Yeah,
this side.
I thought that. Okay.
This should line up. Okay,
Yeah.
if you want to look at this should line up with where the horn is. See the outside edge? Oh, wait, sorry, you can't see
Yeah, I
it.
can't see you at all.
Hold on. Let me take this guy down
Sorry, people.
here.
So Lisa, tomorrow
What?
at 11, we have a meeting with the LAPD. Do you want to join us?
Oh, I
See
wish.
this, Lisa? So this,
hold on
the
one sec.
edge of this mouth, the outside edge of the nose lines up with the outside edge of the horn here. You have it out here.
Yes. Okay.
There, so that's where so you can use it. It always helps to look at kind of what's above. And here I'll take a picture of.
Oh man, then I gotta move his leg.
Yep, indeed. Here's where my
Diana,
guy
I
is
would
right
love to, but tomorrow is just insane. There's just no
I
way
understand.
I can do an 11 a.m. meeting.
I understand. I'll report.
Yeah, well, you have good people joining, so.
Yeah, we have Osvaldo with us.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
All right. I think I have this eye in the wrong place. It's funny, sometimes you can really only see it when you've got the background. When you start to put the background in. You want to be thinking about the background. Oh, and then I have a totally different idea for the background. All right, you cow.
Yeah, I'm doing my yellow background. I'll take a picture just even though I haven't corrected the drawing.
Okay. And I thought maybe I'll try some purple on the other side and see what I like better. Oh. let's see. Gonna decide which one I like better. This is now I'm like, okay, I'll be like, this is Diana's sort of constant question. What should the background be? So Diana, should my background be green or this kind of purple?
I mean, I love that purple, but it gets a better contrast with the green.
It really does.
Yeah.
Yep. I wonder if I can, what if I made it later?
Or you have purple on that side and green on the other. Why not?
Oh, that's true. I could do that. Let's try that. Let's see how we can make that work. Here. Oh, I kind of like that. Ha! Very modern cow. All
Mhm.
right. Here, hold on. Let me see here. Who has sent something to me? Nobody sent anything to me. Okay.
I'm sending right now.
Okay, great.
I'm sending a very strange cow.
You'll see I kind of fuzzed out the eye.
Yeah.
Because it's a little hard to see the eye. You have to kind of go back to the original. Here, I'll go back and pull up the original sketch. Remember I took a picture of this right before I drew on it?
Yeah.
Because I knew I was going to wreck it. Here.
No, you haven't wrecked it.
But like I'm going to draw all over it so I can't really see it. Here
Mine
we are.
is not sending.
What's that?
It's not sending.
Weird.
Yeah. Maybe I have something going on with my internet. Who knows?
Dan is like, whatever. Bring your worst. Bring it.
I'll take another one, see if it works this time.
Are you using WhatsApp
Yeah.
to do it? Yes. Sometimes I notice WhatsApp is a little weird.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
they
yeah.
both just stomping.
Yeah, I would recommend going back to the original photo, which I just resent.
Oh, you
To
did
get-
resend it? Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So it's there at the bottom because I'm like, I think it'll be easier
Mhm.
to see.
Me too.
Yes. And then here, let me see. Did you send it, Diana? Did it come across?
Yeah, it's not going through.
Okay, weird.
I can hold it up because it's so.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Let me see. I'm replacing the spotlight.
Ooh. I
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
it's gonna be good.
Ooh, that looks good.
It's gonna be good.
Oh my God. And I just.
Isn't this peaceful? I'm telling you though,
Yes.
painting cows. God, it's been ages since I painted animals. I haven't done animal painting in a while. I've been doing a lot of cityscapes and I'm just thinking about how much I miss it.
I think it's wonderful.
Yes, it does cheer you up, doesn't it?
Yeah. It does. And I have a cat laying in front of me too.
Oh, I do too. Here, I'm going to send you a picture. We just got him a little collar with his name on it, which he tried to eat until I made it tight enough. Here, hold on. I'm going to take a picture.
My little girl doesn't have a collar because she's an indoor cat.
Mm.
Oh, you're coming here now, Julia?
I really like this. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I really like this. This like where we've got to with painting, because now we can be a little bit less precise and you have a little bit more freedom. You know what I mean? To play with colors. Now that we started to kind of just, play with color theory, I'm really encouraging you guys to kind of play around with this idea. You know what, Diana? It doesn't look too bad. I kind of like it.
Here is Julia. She wants to be part of this.
Hi, Julia. Oh, she's a little hugger. Look, she's hugging you. Oh, Huggy,
Mm,
Huggy girl.
cute.
She's hugging. What a good girl. She's a good huggy girl.
But she wants to be in the paint. Yes, yes.
I know.
I'm buffing my face.
You know, I've noticed that Hermes has stopped kind of jumping into the paint. Like he did it once or twice, and then he was like, yeah, this is not good. Don't like it. All right. I really stinking love this. I hate to say this. I like this weird duo tone thing. So I'm going to send it to you guys to see, to really encourage you to get crazy with your backgrounds and your colors. Like the sky's the limit here. Value is the thing that you need to pay attention to. Here. I love him. Let's take a picture of this. Let's see. Here we go. Here's where he is right now. Let's see, Lana. So Lana, you lost a bit of your, okay, so your cow's ear is way too, here, hold on. I need to show this when I'm talking here. Wait, there it is, the Galaxy tab. So Lana, one of the things, the drawing on this is not very accurate. If you look at your cow's face, his ear is much too small. Look at how big that ear is. It's almost like the width of half the face. So your cow's ear, make your cow's ear bigger, much bigger. And what else? So I'm trying to get this to stay up so I can talk about it. So this is looking good. So now you want to go in and add some of the details that are in here, the dark and light details. You'll see them, dark and light shapes. And notice that in this area, this part of the cow is belly, and it should be lighter, sort of right in here. So you have this as all dark, and really this should be mostly light. Nice.
Oh, I like the way your picture's coming out.
Which one? Mine?
Yours. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Animals are like a sort of secondary line for me. I have a whole Etsy shop of just animals. I don't sign them. I sell them really like I have a whole like thing. I do a lot of animals. In fact, I'm teaching a class next week for 3 weeks for the Portland Artists Guild, and they wanted me to do animals. I was like, really? You don't want me to do like sort of classic still lives? And they're like, no, we want you to paint animals. Okay. They are, here you go. I like animals.
Yep.
They're fun to paint.
They are.
Yeah. So really pay attention to the shape of the eye white and the eye, that sort of dark line.
We need the brush for that.
Yeah, you need a little brush for this. Little brush. It's like a crescent shaped moon.
We just use the corner of your white brush.
Well, to do this might be a little bit harder. I would go to a smaller brush for that. I mean, you could try, but ugh, I need to let my guy dry for a little bit. Send over pictures, you guys, if you want me to do them. And then, yeah, Lisa, why don't you try to jump into another class this week and then you can finish painting this.
I will try to do that.
So yeah, just work on the drawing now.
Maybe 8 a.m. will work.
Right.
Tomorrow? No, like I said,
Friday
might work. Yeah, tomorrow is crazy, but Friday might work.
Okay. Thursday. Oh, right. That is tomorrow.
I think I'm gonna change my color to white.
Okay.
I'll send you the picture because
Let's see. It doesn't look light enough.
Yeah, it's too pinky. I
Mhm.
mean, the pink part doesn't contrast well with the white part, so I'll show you.
Let's see. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like it, but go ahead and make it white if you want to, Paul. If you want to.
Okay.
I do like how your reds are looking against your green. Do you see how you can see little peeps of green coming through? And that's creating
Yes.
a kind of dynamic. I like that. So yeah, go whiter if you want to. Go whiter if you want to. Absolutely. It also might help you to get in a background color to help push your cow, your animal forward a little bit.
Okay, I'll put a green in there.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, green. You could put green. I have green and this is purple, and this is sort of this whitey purple, and this is green. You can play around.
Hi, I'm Haley.
Kind of fun picking your own colors, isn't it? And playing around with color.
Mhm.
If you can begin to assign color and value successfully, you're going to be able to be very free with color. And that's one of the things that's really great. As long as you can see what looks light, you can create things that look light and dark, right, next to each other. You can use any colors you want.
Okay, I see what I've done wrong. It's a good thing. It's hard to paint with a cat in your lap.
True enough.
But at least she's not chasing my brush right now.
Right. So, exactly. All right, now I'm going to call up the.
But you can't climb on me.
I think she's begging to differ.
Yeah, she does.
She's like, I believe I can, mommy, and
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I believe I can. I would say, no, 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 mommy. That is not true.
He is a very affectionate cat, though.
Are she and the dog getting along?
Yeah,
Awesome.
they sometimes get jealous on at one another, but they play.
But they play and get along. That's pretty
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
She's the
They do.
good. I have returned to the color photo to get some of the detail of what's happening in the nose. If you guys need to do that, feel free. I think it's easier to just see the shifts in value.
Yeah, I can't pull up the photo because of this stupid. It doesn't.
Oh,
But
well, that's annoying.
I will do that for tomorrow.
Okay.
I will print it.
So you'll have it.
Yeah. Stop it. Stop it.
I am having an issue with an erroneous blue.
Show me.
No, it's about the fact that I'm trying to do the yellow.
Right.
And when I'm doing it, even though I'm not anywhere near a blue comes out, and I've washed my brush and I did it again. It's
in some places, you might want there to be a little bit of blue in the yellow.
I know that, but it's just it's like doing a streak of blue in the bit that's supposed to be white, you know.
Okay, so let it dry and then add the whites in, and then add your whites.
I don't understand where it's coming from, though.
Are you checking your brush, or you checked your brush?
I've washed my brush twice now.
You've washed your brush. Use a different brush.
Okay.
For the white.
Yeah, it's just.
Is your water
for the yellow?
Clean? Is your water clean?
Yeah, he said he's done that twice too. Isn't that weird?
Again, don't know why it's doing it, but I've done this picture bigger as well.
Even though it's frustrating right now, I think this is going to be a fun painting.
Mm-hmm. I do too. Uh-huh. Notice that this area that I'm working right here, although it's white, is in shadow, so it's a little bit darker than light. It's not as light as like the whites that are here on the top. So that's, oh yeah. Yeah, there we go. Notice that some parts of the leg, there is very strong white. In other parts, it's kind of more in shadow. Again, really?
I think I knew what I did this time.
What'd you do?
The tiny little black on its left leg, because it's so tiny. I think I've noticed what's going on. I think because when I was doing the thing with the big brush, it's actually put a big bit of wet paint on it.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I think
Good. So that's fixable, right? You can fix this?
how the brush is, yeah, but whenever I go near there, it's like picking up.
That's where the mess happens.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. That's fixable.
Finally get to use the teal today.
It's kind of neat, isn't it? Isn't that a beautiful
Yeah.
color? Jessica.
At first I was like, it was wet. I was regretting getting it, but now I'm like, yeah, it's totally worth it.
It's pretty great. Jessica Pryor will use teal in everything.
Yeah.
She's like a total tealaholic.
Well, the last week was sort of tealish. Well,
yes,
kind of, but not really. But
yes.
Anyway.
So notice also in the eye on the right side, there's a little bit of a white reflected edge inside the dark pupil. You can add that in if you see it. See right here? That can help.
Say so. Say so. My cow has a surprised look on her face.
I like to call this like crazy cow. She's got a little bit of a crazy cow, like crazy look on her face. Like, don't take me away from the nice, yummy trees I've been eating. Are you going to take me away from those nice, yummy trees? How can you do that to me?
Maybe I should put the eye in there. I just love to see the cow without the red on it.
By the way, guess how long we've been working?
I have no
2
idea.
hours.
Yeah, almost. We got 10 minutes left. I'm not in a rush.
Did you resend the original photo?
I did. You to do it again?
If you can.
Do you want me to email it to you?
No, just send it one more time. I hope
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can make this.
Can you see it now? Here's the original. Maybe I'll send it right to you instead
Okay.
of like to you
Okay.
personally on WhatsApp. Let's see if that works any better. Diana.
It's something going on with
There
mine.
we go. Try it. How's that? Did you get that?
No, it doesn't. Nothing. Yes, now I got it.
Haha.
Haha. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's see if it came in here too. By tomorrow. Okay. Oh, I'm not connecting to the internet with this.
Maybe that's the problem.
Oh. That's problems.
Yeah, not bad. Oops, I probably have to adjust my. There we go. It's kind of tricky to get the exact shape of the face right. So don't worry if you're struggling with it a little bit. I'm still kind of playing with mine.
It's okay. Crazy eyes.
Yeah, it's crazy cow. She's giving me the look.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
It really is fun. It is really fun to just keep going back in and poking it. And let's see. Oh, Paul, that's looking kind of cool. So you got a little bit crazy with your leg there. I would just take your turquoise and cut it off. Like, so you see how your leg is like 3 times as long?
Oh,
I
yeah,
would,
yeah.
so just take your turquoise
go
and
under
go
it.
over it and go over that, the length of the leg.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it'll. It looks like a one-legged cow, actually.
Yeah. So bring it down. Yeah. So bring that up. And I think that'll help.
Running out of paint.
Lisa, how are you doing?
Okay.
You think you're getting the drawing?
Yeah, I think almost.
Good.
I think I'm about to give up for today. As I can't send mine, I'm gonna just hold it up.
Okay, let's see.
It looks
Hold
too
on.
big.
Oh, he's coming along. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna
Oh,
replace the
yeah.
spotlight. Actually, he's totally coming along, and I love the colors. Really fun. And what was your base? You used a ochre and then pink
Yeah.
on the background.
I used
Really nice.
ochre and cadmium red.
Anybody else want to hold theirs up? Hold yours up. Rollo, hold yours up.
A second, hold on 1 second.
Okay. Paul, hold yours up.
Okay, let me get my background off for a second. Okay.
Here, hold on. I'm right here.
Actually, another couple of minutes.
Okay, take your time. Lisa, hold yours up. Let's see. Hold on.
If you can see it.
Oh, honey, that's great. You
Hey!
got it. You got it. You got it. Yes.
Happy dancing
Yes.
cow.
Yes. Yes.
I made a lot of adjustments. but-
So this is good. You're learning how to do this. I want you to see how far you've come. You were not able to do this a year ago. You would not have been able to do the corrections. You would have not been able, right? So know
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
like, I mean, and I corrected too. So it's really just part, you'll always do it. It's always going to be part of your process. Lisa, you should be really fucking proud of this one.
Thank you.
You are. I can see by the look on your face. It's good. All right, Paul, let's see. Turn your camera on.
Oh, I thought you were looking. Okay.
Nope. Turn your camera on. We can't see.
Okay. Let me oh wait, did I turn my camera off? Okay, I'm
You
sorry about that.
did. Okay,
Oh
so hang on.
my,
And then
how long was
turn
I
your-
out?
A while. And turn your
Oh,
background.
I'm sorry about that.
And turn your background off.
Okay,
that
there
can
we go.
See the cow. Hold it up.
Can you see it?
Hold it up.
Mm,
Oh,
yes.
hey, he's looking good. Yes. It's
It needs
good,
a lot.
dude.
It needs a lot more work, but yeah,
It
it's
needs
getting
work,
there.
but
but
it's
it's a good start.
it's
great
entirely
start.
getting there. Paul, you're
Yeah.
definitely finding your footing with painting. I feel
hope
like
so.
you're really finding your is that Dick Cheney?
Oh, I tried that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Ah!
That's scary.
Totally. Don't do that to me. Okay, Rollo, we're ready.
Sorry, that was accident.
I'm gonna replace the spotlight. Hold it up. Let's see.
Oh
Oh,
my God, I love it.
Ah,
I
that's
love
so
the
Oh,
colors.
that's adorable.
so
Yeah, it is
LA.
adorable.
That is so LA, man. That is so LA. I fucking love
It
it.
is. It's like a Beverly Hills cow.
It's a Beverly Hills cow. You have got, it's very contemporary. I like, it has a little bit of a Warhol-y like feeling or a Roy Lichtenstein feeling to it. I like it. I like it
I
a lot.
have. Oh, I wonder if I should go. Have you seen the Warhol cow?
No, so let's see if I can find it. Hold on. And I'll show
I
you
can.
mine.
I have it on my wall. Let me go and get it.
All
I
right,
love
get it.
yours is amazing.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah,
right?
I agree. Yours
Kind of
is so.
fun.
That's one you should definitely try to
To
get.
sell? I'll definitely
yeah.
sell that one. Well, you guys, I am the, yes, there is, it is really
Yeah.
fun. But I like what everybody's doing. You did great. This is your first time kind of picking your own palette and playing with your colors. And I think it turned out great. So send me pictures of any, I will pick an animal, but if you want me to do an animal, you want it, you can find an animal picture you like, send them to me. I will do them. Your pet, like a cool picture of penguins, whatever it is you want to do, send it over. Let's see her. Hold on. This is the war.
Yeah, you don't have an original Warhol, do you, in your collection?
No,
Totally.
it is a graphic print though.
It's a print. Yes,
That's
is.
cool.
All right, you guys,
Isn't
great
it?
work. Great work today. It's going to be a cheerful 4 weeks of animals.
Yay!
Woo.
Bravo, bravo. All right. So, and I appreciate everybody who came, even though I know you were all wiped out by the day.
Oh, this was
the
so
week.
fun.
Good. I'm really glad.
Yes, thank
All right,
you,
you
Leah.
guys, we'll see you soon. Take care.
Good to see everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Take care. Great work.